What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MicroStrategy today, MSTR. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let's get into it. This is the Sunday game plan where we strategize what we expect to see the coming week look like before the week actually begins, right? We are about 12 hours away from the stock market opening, probably a little bit less time than that even, maybe like 11 hours away. Sitting at about $327 now, looking to open up the new week, probably with a move to the downside. That would be my guess, right? If we're looking at Bitcoin here at 97K, I actually just made a video on it. I do suspect that Bitcoin will drop, likely today, down to about $93,000 to $92,000, maybe even with the chance of dropping lower than that. So I am expecting MicroStrategy to open up to the downside. It's possible, it's possible I could be wrong and Bitcoin starts moving up, but I just think looking at the 1 hour RSI here, if you look at it, lower highs, lower lows, it looks like it wants to get into the oversold zone. I don't know why my mouse is messing up. I'm trying to draw a straight line there. There we go. But it would make sense that you're finding resistance in this area, in my opinion. You might close this hour green. You've got 20 minutes left. You might close it green, but I do suspect reaching green like this for Bitcoin and then no volume at all, it's probably a cause for a reversal, overall downtrend. I'm just assuming Bitcoin moves lower. It's already, I think, lower than where it was on Friday for MicroStrategy's close. No, I guess it's at the exact same price. Basically at the same price. A little bit higher even. I do expect that MicroStrategy will open up to the downside tomorrow. I don't think it'll be too extreme. Let's just see real quick. If we're looking at the price right now, what would that be? Yeah, I don't think you'll see any new lows. I think at the lowest, maybe something that's just below $300, but likely not even that. If you see prices below $300 for MicroStrategy tomorrow to open up the week, likely it will be eaten up very fast, right? It'd be comparable to like this day. You opened up low, but you ate it up immediately, right? And that looks like a big day there, but really from the opening, from the yesterday's closing price to this one's closing price, that was only a 3% growth. So we could see something like that where we open up kind of far to the downside and then we come back up. Although I don't know, do we go below 310? Do we go below 300? I could see us going in that area, but semantics, specifics, I don't know. It wouldn't be crazy at all, I think, to go a little bit below 300, though, just saying. But it also wouldn't be crazy to hold support above 300, but something down nonetheless. We're at 327. I do suspect we'll open up the week down. I'm wondering what that'll do to the MicroStrategy open interest, what it'll do to the max pain, what it's going to do to the shorts and the longs, the puts and the calls, right? Let's see if we've got... Can we get the right expiration date on here? Where is it? There we go. Expiration date 2/14. Yes, 5 days. That's the one we want. Okay. So there is about a fair amount of calls and puts open this week. That's nice. The ratio it's pretty fair. Leaning more in favor of calls, which might be in favor of the downside more, right? Max pain would suggest that there's more money to be lost if the price moves down, but not by much. Starting off the week with a negative kind of impact might be enough to get some of this call interest off the table, some put interest on the table. Flip this to a positive ratio above a 1, and that could give us a reason to actually have a bullish week for once. Week after week after week, we've been game planning this MicroStrategy price action, calling for the price week after week to go up to about 400 to 420, 445, something like that, right? Probably 420 to 445 if I remember correctly. I'm going to call for it again this week. I think that it will happen this week. If it does not happen this week, then certainly by the end of next week. But at that point, you guys, if within the next 2 weeks we don't start doing something, we don't show a little bit of life in MicroStrategy and in Bitcoin, it might be time to rethink some things, right? We might be in a little bit more trouble than we had originally expected. I don't think we will be. I think everything's going to be fine. I do like where we are in the weekly RSI. Perfect area to bounce. Higher lows, very dominant. It looks phenomenal. Daily time frame here, RSI also right at the 40, so that'd be a nice area to bounce. In fact, it'd be really nice if tomorrow for MicroStrategy we did open up down and then close green, so that way we get this nice little bounce off the 40. That'd be really good. I think a good goal for tomorrow would be to close the day above $327.56. No matter how low we open, we want it to be green by the end of the day. I think that would be a nice goal. If not a big deal. You don't have to bounce off the 40. You've bounced off of the 35 before. You've bounced off of whatever this is, the 31.7. You know, you don't have to bounce at the 40. In fact, it looks like you don't even actually like to bounce off the 40. You do like to go a little bit lower. So maybe tomorrow does close red. Maybe you do get down to this 35 area or lower, something like that. We do see prices closing below $300. I don't expect that we get below this low, but if we do, it's going to be fine, right? But something a little bit lower. And then later in the week, I suspect that we go up higher. I think 445 should be a good cap for the week as far as like a high expectation. But I'm going to say for a minimum expectation, I would think that we are above $400. So at least 400 by the end of this week. We can only move sideways for so long, my friends. I think that we'll open up the week down below 300. If we don't open it up below 300, I do assume we will see prices around 300, if not just below 300. And then finishing up the week going for prices up about $100 more, and then even beyond that. That's what I expect. So if you guys like the video, that's all I got for you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.